Hello, I am Aniruddha Dawale, lecturer in Computer Technology Department, KK Polytechnic, Nasik. Hello friends, in this session we will discuss the cursor topic from PLSQL programming. Basically, a cursor is a kind of a handle, or it can be termed as a pointer, or it is the context area. As we can copy something from our keyboard or from our system when we perform task of copying, that copy material get copy into a buffered memory or in a temporary memory. So after copying, either we can paste or we can perform the cut task. Okay, so like that, this cursor is a kind of a context area which actually copies as a handle or as a pointer of a context of a program. So it can be perform a task of statement by statement execution or process of statement by statement within PLSQL programming. In order to perform those statement by statement process execution, the cursor provides two features, and those features are: it allow you to fetch or to read the processed rows or written by something which is performed after a select statement. Okay, and that can be by default by row at a time for first category of a cursor, that is implicit, and that we are going to perform multiple rows, then we have to follow explicit cursor. Okay, and if we are following the explicit cursor, then that cursor must be performed or referred by its name. So depends on this architecture, cursor can be divided into two forms. First form is a implicit cursor, which is system defined or internal cursor. Okay, that is get executed and declared internally or automatically by Oracle server, and which is aware of something happening by a program which is written by a user. So that control or the process will get performed implicitly or internally by a system termed as implicit cursor. Next one is a explicit cursor. That explicit cursor is a user defined cursor. So user need to define that cursor externally or explicitly. Okay, and that cursor must also be named, that must also be opened, fetch and close for each and every operation within PLSQL block. So let's go those cursor in one by one. So first cursor is your implicit cursor. As per shown on your screen, these are the available attribute for a cursor, and basically those attributes, if used with a cursor name, that means SQL %found or followed by that person with SQL name, then they must be referred as an implicit cursor. So for implicit cursor, all those attributes must be written by SQL keyword. So SQL %found, SQL not found, SQL row count and SQL is open are the general purpose implicit cursor attributes. Okay, with their written values or their results, they are %found cursor is returning two values, either true or false, based on how many rows are get fetched or get available, or whether that table has a particular number of rows. Then if those rows are get access, then it will return a true value. If no rows get access, it will return a false value. Like found, next keyword or next attribute is a not found. It will return true if the statement does not return a row, or it will return a false if that statement returns at least one row. So that is the difference between found and not found. Next one is a row count. The row count statement actually returns the number of rows get fetched or get accessed by fetch statement. Okay, so if number of rows are available to particular table, that number will be written as a row count number. If no rows are available or no row are get fetched, then it will return an error message. Okay, so that is a row count attribute. Next one is a is open attribute. That is for that returning a true condition if the cursor is already open. That means for the case of explicit cursor, if cursor is already open, then it will return a true value. Otherwise, if cursor is not open and hence we are performing a task forcefully, then it will return the result false. Cursor is not open. And those attributes can be used along with this implicit as well as explicit cursor. Let us have example for implicit cursor. So this is the example for SQL %found or implicit cursor. That example here starts with your begin statement. Here no declaration section available because we are not declaring any variable, or we are not going to use a variable within this code, hence declaration section is not available. Within this begin or executable section, you are performing a task of updation of this employee table, and that updation performing task of incrementing the salary by 0.15% or 0.15 value for a particular employee with matching of this employee code. So for a matching code, if a result is available or if a record is available, that means we are focusing that point by using this if condition. So we are keeping the value as SQL %found. So here SQL is a keyword get followed by this % with first attribute of cursor found. So if a result or if a row is get fetched or if the row is available, then this statement will get printed, and that statement is employee record modified successfully. So based on availability of this employee, this result will be printed. Otherwise, the next statement will get printed, and that is nothing but employee does not exist. And we are closing this F by end if, and this end is for this begin. So this is a SQL %found keyword or a property of implicit cursor which generating the result as per availability of particular employee. Similarly, this code is get performed by using SQL not found keyword. So these programs are similar. Instead, here is a %found and here is a not found keywords. Similarly, we will have multiple programs or multiple programs which can be treated as examples of a row count which is shown on your screen. So kindly refer this slide in order to execute your implicit cursor programs. Okay, kindly follow the syntax and those keywords appropriately with their SQL % value. So first program is for SQL % row count, and second one is the combination of %found and not found. Okay, so please go through with those code, execute them, and let me know if they are get executed or any errors are there. So I am waiting for your errors. Next is nothing but explicit cursor. Okay, so explicit cursor is a kind of a cursor which is get handled by user, which is get initialized by user, which requires open, fetch and close statements. So as per given on the screen, your cursor must be declared by using this statement cursor. Cursor name is a select statement. Here you can have the select statement as per your requirement. After declaring a cursor within declare section, you need to open a cursor followed by the name of a cursor, and the syntax is open cursor name. Then after opening cursor, you need to fetch that cursor, okay, and to fetch or to access such a cursor, we have a statement fetch followed by a cursor name, then into a keyword, and then we need to provide here a record name or a variable name. Okay, so this is the task of fetching a cursor by using cursor name along with their variable name. Next one, after finishing the task, we have to close the cursor by a statement close cursor name. Those all things must be performed in order to perform explicit cursor programs, and which is not the task of implicit, or which is not available to implicit cursor. So let's have one example for explicit cursor. We are displaying a value of a table using explicit cursor. So at the declaration section, you need to declare a cursor by cursor. This is the cursor name C1, and then this is your select statement, and that select statement is select star from EMP. So after declaring cursor by this fashion, I am giving one variable eRecord by their data type EMP%row type. Now whatever the rows available within this employee will get copied to this variable eRecord by using this data type EMP%row type. Now next task is a executable section, and which is started by a begin section. So after begin section, I need to open the cursor by its name. So my cursor name is a C1, hence open C1. Next, I am going to perform a loop task. Hence, I have given here a loop statement. Then before entering to the loop, I must fetch or access those cursor value within variable, and that can be performed by using this statement fetch cursor name is a C1 into record name, that is a variable name eRecord. Then I am printing the values from this employee table as a number, name and salary by concatenating with this cursor name followed by dot operator column name. So I am accessing this number by cursor name dot column name is a employee number. Like for name, I am accessing cursor name dot column name ename, and for salary, cursor name dot column name is a salary. Now this loop will get executed until and unless that is available within your employee table. But if not found, then I must print that result by using statement exit when. So if I am putting the result as exit when C1% not found, it will exit the loop. Okay, so here that C1 is a nothing but your explicit cursor C1. If I have used implicit, then I must return here or write here SQL keyword. So I am writing here C1, that means this is explicit cursor. So please exit the loop in order to not match the condition. Then I am closing that loop by end loop keyword, and then finally after opening fetching the cursor, I am closing a cursor by statement close C1, and this end is nothing but the end for your this begin section. So like that you can perform multiple programs based on explicit cursor. One more program is shown on your screen. Like this program, you can perform a similar program. Kindly execute all those programs mentioned in this session, and I am waiting for your errors or your valuable responses. Okay, so thanks for joining the session. Thank you.